Okay, so like I was saying, I'm gonna repeat myself a smidgen. We've got the preamble. Making my eye twitch, Chloe. We have the preamble. It's the introduction. The Constitution was important, and like I said, like we've seen, do y'all want to just like sit and read this entire thing?
Yes.
You want to read all of this?
Yes.
Crazy people. So, I need to make sure that this is tilted where it needs to be. So the Constitution needed something that just kind of gave you basically a rundown. It was the introduction, and it tailored out 6 different ideas. So, oops, I'm moving my camera again. There we go. So it says, we the people to start it out. And then the first thing that it talks about is form a more perfect union. I'm going to write this down so you guys can kind of see it. They wanted to form a more perfect union because, guys, did the Articles of Confederation work? Guys, did it?
No.
No, it did not. What did it need to be?
Strong.
It needed to be stronger. It wasn't working as it was. So that's why the Constitution was written. That's why all those guys got together. And like that video we watched, they came up with all of those different ideas. They came together with all those new ideas because they knew, ooh, wake up. They knew that the Articles of Confederation were not working out. So they said, we got to make this stronger. So they came up with these ideas. To form a more perfect union, the Articles of Confederation needed to be stronger. The Constitution set up a strong national government, but the national government was limited by the rights of the states and the people. So far, this union that they were working with had actually lasted. So they knew that they had a good foundation, but they didn't know what else to do. It also says that they want to establish justice. What do you think that means? What do you think establish justice means? Anybody? Take a guess. I'm okay with guesses here. What do you think establish justice means? What is justice?
Victory.
Not quite. Yes, sir.
Stuff and gold.
Hmm?
Stuff and gold.
Kind of. Justice. Establishing justice. Okay, so let's go back to the Bible. Hold on one second. Marshawn's coming over, we know. Shh. Okay. So let's take it all the way back to the Bible. We know the Bible, right? Let's take it all the way back. The Bible says that the main responsibility of any government is to establish justice. This means that a government helps people to act rightly toward each other. So establishing justice means that there are rules set into place, which means I can't be like, this is mine now. Bye. Is that fair?
No.
Sorry, darling. I'll get you back on your page. Is it right? No. It would be like if I came up to Honesty and I popped her in the face. Is that okay? No. All the way back in the Bible, the Bible tells us we need to establish justice. The government's job is to make sure that we are acting rightly toward each other. Establishing justice means I can't go steal Aiden's lunch. It means I can't go kick Aiden Vanderberg in the knee. It means I can't go up to Nathan Vanderberg and say, hey, give me your lunch money.
Oh, I don't. Those are blue.
So here's the point, though. Here's what I'm saying. They establish justice. So we act right towards each other. All of those silly things that I'm saying, pay attention. All of those silly things that I'm saying, that means those things don't happen. Now, sometimes bad things do happen. We're all sinners. But to establish justice, after forming that more perfect union, because guys, did the Articles of Confederation work? No. What did they need to be? So they came up with the Constitution. Form a more perfect union. That's what the Articles of Confederation. Establish justice. Okay, and a government can reward good behavior and they can punish bad behavior. What's your question?
So the Constitution makes them stronger?
Yes.
That's weird.
The Constitution didn't make them stronger. The Constitution contained the ideas that would make a more perfect union. That would take those Articles of Confederation. They weren't bad ideas. They just weren't doing the job. They needed more. So to form a more perfect union, to establish justice, ooh, here's some big words. Ensure domestic tranquility. I don't think any of you guys want to guess what that means. Does anybody want to guess? Aiden?
An electrocuted?
No. It does not mean getting electrocuted. Nathan? Let's try Aiden.
Getting killed?
No. Liam. Hmm?
Do not summon parts in America.
Can you stop with your shoes, please? Distracting. Thank you. So here's what this means. We go back to the Articles of Confederation. They could not solve problems inside America. And of course, we talked last week about Shays' Rebellion. Raise your hand if you remember talking about Shays' Rebellion. I hope that some of you remember talking about Shays' Rebellion. Remember, Shay rebelled against the government. He got a few people together and he said, okay, well, they got a mob and they attacked and they fought. That's when they realized, oh, guess what? The Articles of Confederation were not working, so we're going to try something different. So that's whenever, again, they come into the Constitution, which did not fix everything, but it helped make it stronger. So the founders, or the leaders who wrote the Constitution, they wanted peace. Remember, after Shays' Rebellion, people were really scared that people were just going to start getting groups together and be like, all right, 3rd grade, we're all going to get together, sharpen your pencils, we're going to go attack 4th grade. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. So to make sure things like that couldn't happen, because you guys wouldn't feel very peaceful if you thought 4th grade was going to sharpen their pencils and come over here and attack us. So they wanted to ensure that everyone felt peaceful. Another word for that is tranquility. Everyone say tranquility. Okay, so a way that they could ensure that was with the Constitution. They wanted to have peace and tranquility among all American citizens. Here's another one, and we'll see who wants to guess on this one. You're not supposed to talk when it's my turn until I've called on you. This one says, provide for the common defense. Now, I know these are big words, but some of these words are words that we have seen before at some point in our lives. So let's try to break it down. Provide for the common defense.
Give someone a command, but it's me.
You're kind of on the right track. What do you think, Morgan?
Defending yourself.
You're on the right track.
That's what I was gonna say. Fight for others. Fight for others.
Okay, so y'all are all like dancing right around it. It's fine. Let it be. Y'all are all dancing around it. So the founders learned their experience in the Revolutionary War. Should we all learn from our experiences? Yes.
Yes.
So like if I'm, walking around and my shoes are untied and I trip and fall, I'm not gonna want my shoes to be untied anymore because I learned from my experience not to do that. If I lie to my mom and say I cleaned my room and then she comes in and she sees my room isn't clean and she punishes me and says I can't watch Netflix, oh, well then I know. Next time I'm supposed to clean my room, I'm gonna clean my room. What?
Do you stay with your mom?
No, I don't stay with my mama. I stay with my 2 puppy dogs. So, hold on. They learned from their experiences in the Revolutionary War, and they wanted the national government to defend the nation from other countries. So all of you guys were right on track. They wanted our national government to defend the nation from other countries if America faced another war. We had just faced the Revolutionary War. And they thought, if we have a war come upon us again, we need to be prepared to provide for the common defense. So we've got 1, remember we have 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many more do we have?
2.
Very good. The next one. Ooh, let's see who wants to guess on this one. Promote the general. Oh, that's not an E. That's an O. Promote the general welfare. Let's make sure that we're not talking whenever I'm up at the board, okay? I'll call on people that I want to hear from. Promote the general welfare. Nathan?
Is it when they do nice things to people?
Kind of.
Strong.
On the right track.
Promote the general welfare.
Well, yeah, but that's what that says. So, general, meaning everybody. Okay? I am really happy you can read, though. Excellent job. So, promote means to kind of put it out there. The general, meaning everybody. Welfare. Listen, people live in communities and nations. The Constitution is not supposed to help only some individuals. It's supposed to help everyone. It's supposed to benefit everyone. So it's not like the Constitution said, okay, Morgan, honesty, Brianna, Chloe, girl power. That's it. Constitution only protects you guys. Is that what happened? No. The Constitution protects Morgan, Honesty, Brianna, Nathan, Aiden, Liam, even Chloe. Even though she drives me crazy sometimes, the Constitution still protects her. I'm messing with you just because I love you.
What is?
You're interrupting me again. So, the Constitution wasn't just for Liam, or just for Morgan, or just for Miss B, or just for Miss Blatzer, or just for Miss Stockdale, or for Miss Perkins. The Constitution was for everybody. The general welfare. We got one more of these, guys. Number 6. Secure the blessings of liberty. Who thinks they know what that means? Who wants to guess? Aiden Parker?
Take care of the Statue of Liberty.
Not about the Statue of Liberty. Yes.
Take care of the blessings of God.
Kind of.
Take care of statues.
Okay, so we're not talking about statues. Listen to this. The founders fought for liberty. Liberty is freedom. What is liberty?
Freedom.
Very good. Now, they fought for this in the Revolutionary War. But freedom comes with laws, and the Constitution is the law that makes America keep their liberty. So it secures the blessings of liberty. Liberty, freedom, it's a blessing, guys. It's a blessing that we live in a country that we're free to worship however we want. That we're free to get jobs and make money and go to school and learn and get an education. There are countries that those things are not allowed to their people. We have the blessings of that freedom, but they have to secure it. There are laws. The same way I can't steal Morgan's book, kick Aiden in the shins, take Nathan's lunch money, cop honesty. The reasons I can't do all that is because we've secured the blessings of liberty. Okay? And that is our preamble. All right? So we're going to be working on memorizing the preamble, and I know that you guys can do it. I know that you can do it. Let's look at page 42. Now here's the preamble. I'm going to say it, and then you guys are going to see it. But listen. We the people of the United States. Actually, I want you guys to repeat it after me. We the people of the United States.
What page?
Just repeat after me right now. We the people of the United States. In order to form a more perfect union. I'm going to say it again. In order to form a more perfect union. Establish justice. Ensure domestic tranquility. Provide for the common defense. Promote the general welfare. And secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish the Constitution for the United States of America. So that is your whole preamble, all of these ideas that are set forth that talk about the Constitution. So let's look on page 42 about the Constitution being completed. So 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Thank you. Let's wake back up and come back to it. So remember we talked about the delegates. The delegates were people that came in and they helped make decisions. They represented their areas, okay? Let's make sure that we're paying attention to me. Thank you. Many times they did not agree with each other. After much talk and compromise, they finally finished the plan for America's new government. Remember last week when we watched Liberty's Kids and they were trying to get into the meeting to see what was going on, and they would go look in the meeting and all those people were arguing and they couldn't agree on anything? Well, they finally finished this big major document. Benjamin Franklin, you'll notice that his name is in bold on page 42, means he's an important person. A delegate from Pennsylvania, he helped write the Constitution. Now, toward the end of the convention, he wrote a speech. First, he said he did not agree with every part of the Constitution, but he said, the older I grow, the more likely I am to doubt my own judgment and to pay more respect to the judgment of others. Now, Franklin said that all the delegates should vote for the Constitution. He thought it was the best Constitution they could make. Most of the delegates agreed with Franklin. They signed the Constitution. Franklin had often looked at George Washington's chair. It had half of a sun carved on it. Franklin often looked at the sun during the times the delegates argued over decisions, and he wondered whether it was a rising sun or a setting sun. So while everybody's arguing and going on and on and on and on, while everyone's doing that, he's looking at this sun carved onto this chair, and he's always wondering to himself, is it a rising sun or is it a setting sun? And you can actually see a close-up of that picture on the chair. Franklin told the delegates, now at length I have the happiness to know that it is a rising and not a setting sun, but the Constitution needed more work to become a law. Remember, we also talked about last week when we watched Schoolhouse Rock, hands on top of your desk, how bills become laws. Is it an easy thing to get a bill to become a law? No. Remember that little bill on Capitol Hill? And he said, I don't know if I'm ever going to become a law. It's a big process, and they still had a lot of work to do. Okay? So what I want you guys to go ahead and do is to get your workbook and pull out page 23. We're going to start on this project today. We're not going to finish this project today, but we're at least going to get going on this project. And I have a little video we're going to show. For my virtual students, I'm going to send the link to the video we're watching today as well for you. But that is all we have for class.